Hi, my name is Magdalene Paul, and I'm doing the Intro to Ethics class with Professor Gayetsky, and this is my theory crafting video, and I have my script on the screen behind me that I will be reading. Hello everyone, today we're going to dive into one of the most well-known ethical theories, utilitarianism. We'll break it down step by step and see how it applies in a dystopian setting, specifically the Hunger Games. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of how utilitarianism works and how it might be used to justify or reject moral decisions in extreme circumstances. So, what is utilitarianism? At its core, it's a moral theory that says the best action is the one that maximizes happiness or pleasure and minimizes pain or suffering. The most famous utilitarian thinkers, Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill, argued that moral decisions should be based on their consequences. This makes utilitarianism a consequentialist theory, meaning that what matters most is the outcome, not the action itself or any inherent moral rules. To determine which actions lead to the greatest overall happiness, Jeremy Bentham proposed the hedonic calculus. This is a kind of ethical formula that weighs different factors. Intensity, how strong is the pleasure or pain? Duration, how long will the pleasure or pain last? Certainty, how likely is it that the pleasure or pain will occur? Propinquity, how soon will the pleasure or pain happen? Fecundity, will the pleasure lead to more pleasure? Purity, will the pleasure be free from pain? And finally, extent, how many people will be affected? Using this system, utilitarianism aims to calculate which action leads to the greatest net happiness for the most people. Let's apply this theory to a moral dilemma in the Hunger Games. Imagine you're a tribute from District 12 like Katniss. You're faced with a choice: form an alliance with a strong, dangerous tribute who could protect you in the short term but might betray you later, or refuse the alliance and risk dying sooner. A utilitarian would analyze this using the hedonic calculus. Intensity and duration. If you form the alliance, you might survive longer, leading to a stronger chance of winning and ensuring the well-being of your family back home. Certainty. There's a good chance you'll survive longer, but also a risk of betrayal. Extent. If you win, your family and district get extra food and resources, benefiting many people beyond just yourself. And finally, fecundity and purity. Winning the games could lead to long-term security, but is that happiness pure, given that it comes from violence and moral compromise? A strict act utilitarian might say forming the alliance is justified because it increases overall survival and district-wide happiness. However, a rule utilitarian who follows general moral principles that maximize happiness might argue that participating in a system that forces children to kill each other only perpetuates suffering. So, what does this analysis tell us about utilitarianism? One of its biggest strengths is its flexibility. It considers real-world consequences and adapts moral decisions to each situation. However, it also has weaknesses. It can justify morally questionable actions if they lead to greater overall happiness. For example, if sacrificing one innocent person could save many, a strict utilitarian might see it as justified, even if it feels wrong. This is especially problematic in dystopian settings, where oppressive governments use the greater good as an excuse for harming individuals. In the Hunger Games, the Capitol could argue that the games prevent larger rebellions and maintain order, but a moral critic would say this system is inherently unjust no matter the so-called benefits. Understanding ethical theories like utilitarianism helps us think critically about real-world issues, not just fictional dystopias. Whether it's government policies, business decisions, or personal moral dilemmas, we can apply these frameworks to navigate complex choices. While utilitarianism offers valuable insights, it also has limits, especially when dealing with human rights and justice. The next time you face a tough decision, ask yourself this: what would maximize happiness, but also at what cost? Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or thoughts, leave them in the comments below. See you next time.